Hello and welcome back to What Steven Reads. My name is Steven and this is episode 3 of my YouTube channel. So welcome back. Trying different setups now. I'm at a desk with the bookshelf behind me. I'm trying to see what works the best. I like having the computer in front of me so I can look at my notes and check my Goodreads read list and want to read list. And then I have YouTube up because I wanted to reference someone else, and I think it works for me a little bit better than standing in front of a bookcase. But I might go back to the table in the other room. Let me know what you think, which seems to be a better setup in your opinion. So I'm continuing with Martyr, and I am enjoying it more because I had said I don't know if it's quite a fit for me. It's a literary fiction by Kaveh Akbar. I'm a little more than halfway done. Actually refilming this video because it was all blurry. So I finished a few more pages last night and I just had a revelation about what's going on, and I'm not going to go into detail because I do not want to spoil anything. But if you do enjoy literary fiction and you want to know about this Cyrus's life and his journey to do a poetry book about martyrs and how he saw his mother as a martyr being wrongfully killed in an airplane attack, basically. I'm sure you know the background. I said it last week. And his father, who passed away as soon as he went to college. So yeah, this guy has a not so great life, but he does have a strong bond with his roommate rather. I think his name is Zeke. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. And again, like, there's a revelation. I just realized what's going on, or I think I know what's going on. I guess it becomes kind of obvious after you read a few books and see a bunch of movies. But yeah, I'm enjoying it now a little bit more than I was last week. So check it out. So, you know, being more of a sad book, I said I need to read a fantasy. So I checked out on YouTube and I went to Fun Fantasy Books. I did a search, basically. Recommend me a standalone fiction book. And I wanted to see what was on her list that I already own, so I don't have to go out and buy anything. And it turned out I had a few of them. Babel was on there. Circe or Piranesi, I can't remember which one. I have those two. The Night Circus I own, so I was gonna pick one of those. Oh, and also a Brandon Sanderson book, You, Me, and the Nightmare Painter. I have those. And then I was just sitting around and I said, let me check out Gemini. I said, I'm kind of in the mood for something Skyrim, Elder Scrolls-ish, and it recommended a book that was a little bit too epic for me. So then I asked Gemini, recommend me a fantasy book, high fantasy, with a queer protagonist, and it did recommend to me The Spear Cuts Through Water by Simon Jimenez. And it sounds cool. It says there's no wizards in it. It's more about, let's see, I'd done a Gemini search. Not a Gemini search, but I asked if the book had wizards and stuff. And there's not wizards in it, but it is a magical world, and it got really good reviews, and it sounds like it might interest me. So I did buy it, and I got into Barnes & Noble. The corner's a little messed up, so he actually gave me 20% off, so I was happy about that. It'd be nice to have a brand new copy that's not damaged, but 20%, can't go wrong with that. And it's just in the back of here a little bit. It's fine. And then I was remembering the game, The Secret World. So I asked Gemini, recommend me a book with the feeling of the secret world. And it suggested to me, let's see, Rivers of London by Ben Aronovich. And it's a whole series of 10 books, which I didn't want a series. But either way, Barnes & Noble didn't have it, and I could order it. And I think it's an anniversary edition out. And, you know, at least check out the first book. So I will try and get that eventually. But the other book that it recommended to me was American Gods by Neil Gaiman. And it just has more of like an urban fantasy. And I think I might be in the mood for that. So that's a contender. But I'm probably going to go with The Spear Cuts Through Water, but we will see. It just sounds fun. Just a quick read. Released from prison, Shadow finds his world turned upside down. His wife has been killed, a stranger offers him a job, and Shadow, with nothing to lose, accepts. But a storm is coming. Beneath the placid surface of everyday life, a war is being fought, and the prize is the very soul of America. An inspired combination of mythology, adventure, and illusion, American Gods is a dark and kaleidoscopic journey deep into myth and across an America at once eerily familiar and utterly alien. It is quite simply a contemporary masterpiece. So yeah, I thought about a couple of years getting this, and I kind of passed it up, but since I was thinking about The Secret World, I don't know if you ever played that game, but it takes place in the modern world, and things are a little bit off. It's got like an X-Files vibe to it. There's demons in it, magic, and there's different factions. So I hope that this, from what Gemini said, has a similar feel to it. And of course I did buy some other stuff. Someone left a comment, because I had said in my first video that I might read Hail Mary by Andy Weir. And they said that The Martian might be a better fit for a first read of an Andy Weir novel. It's a bit more uplifting. And I have seen the movie, and I did enjoy it. So I said initially I wasn't going to buy anything new. I said, let me read the first chapter of Hail Mary and see if I like his writing. But I was in Barnes & Noble, and I saw it, so I bought it. So if I do choose science fiction next, I'm definitely going to go with The Martian. And I did pick up, which I've already read, The Master and Margarita by Mikhail Bulgakov. But this is a beautiful cover. The copy I have is from 1997 or 1998. And the only reason I bought it, so I was about 18 years old at the time, and I had a fuzzy black button-down shirt on. It was 97, 98. And I had a classmate, this is in college, from Russia, and Yevgeny. I wonder where he is now. And he said, you look like a character from the book The Master and Margarita. It's very well known in Russia, and it's well known here too, but it was, from Russia. I was like, oh, what's the book? And I picked it up, and I read maybe the first 2 chapters. And I tried over the years to read it. I think now that I'm more mature, I read it, I'd say about a year ago. And it is a wild ride. I think it's considered, it's in the fantasy genre, more along the lines of magical realism. I still get confused the difference between fantasy, magical realism, and speculative fiction. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I would definitely check out, if you want to read a classic science fiction novel, not science fiction, sorry, fantasy, that's just off the wall, just bizarre. I don't even know how to describe it to you, but it's basically about the devil comes to Moscow, and the time it was written, it was talking about the political climate in Russia. Now, obviously, those things don't apply to a reader now. I think now you would just read it as a fantastical book and just get something out of it. Definitely interesting, and I love this cover. And yes, I do judge books by their covers. Yeah, so I got that. And then I did pick up Monstrilio, about a woman who loses her child at birth, and she takes part of the lung and starts nurturing it, and it turns into a being. And it is a horror. It's also a bit fantasy, and it's a lot literary fiction, I believe, by Gerardo, Sámano, Córdova. And this sounded cool to me. I've heard about it a few times, and yeah, we'll check that out. And then I couldn't resist. I'd seen this the past few times I've been to the bookstore. Can You Solve the Murder by Anthony Johnston. And I don't know if you remember when you were a kid, they had Choose Your Own Adventure books. And it's been a long time since I've even seen these. I guess they're in the children's section. I don't know. But I saw this, and it's for adults. And I said, I'm going to get this and see if I could solve a murder. So I bought that. So again, Can You Solve the Murder by Anthony Johnston. And yeah, so this is a re-recording because I lost my video because it was very blurry. The video was much longer. I spoke a bit more about Martyr. At the same time, I fear that I didn't give anything away too spoilery, which I don't think I did. A lot of the stuff you read within the first few pages, or chapters rather. So yeah, so that's obviously not in this video. And yeah, I don't remember what I had said, what I did not say, but I feel like this version is definitely shorter. So thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe if you like this video and you want some book suggestions for me spanning different genres. Definitely ask me, leave a comment, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.